The Manifestation Moon Journal. Manifesting Goals in Alignment with the Lunar Cycle. Written and published by Ciro Irmici. Feel free to subscribe for more content. Now let's get into the book. Introduction. The Power of the Moon in Manifestation. The moon has captivated humanity for millennia, its phases marking the passage of time and influencing life in ways both subtle and profound. Ancient civilizations revered the moon as a symbol of change, growth, and reflection, understanding that its cycles hold a special power, a power that we can harness in our daily lives. At the heart of this lunar energy lies a key to manifestation. As the moon waxes and wanes, it mirrors the natural ebb and flow of life, offering us a roadmap to align our intentions with the cosmic rhythm. This is not just about setting goals. It's about tuning into the energetic phases of the moon to manifest your desires more effectively and with greater purpose. Manifestation is a process of co-creation with the universe. When we intentionally work with the lunar cycle, we tap into a powerful force that amplifies our ability to set intentions, take action, overcome obstacles, and reflect on our progress. The moon invites us to pause, recalibrate, and work in harmony with nature's cycles, rather than against them. In this book, you'll learn how each phase of the moon offers its own unique energy, and how you can harness that energy to bring your dreams to life. Whether you're seeking to manifest a new career, cultivate better relationships, or enhance your personal growth, aligning your goals with the moon's cycle will help you reach them with greater clarity, focus, and ease. This journey is not just about achieving external results, but about inner transformation. As you move through the phases of the lunar cycle, you'll be encouraged to reflect, adjust, and grow. You'll learn to trust in the process even when it feels uncertain, and to celebrate each small victory along the way. The moon's cyclical nature reminds us that life is not linear. There are times for action and there are times for rest, reflection, and letting go. By the end of this book, you'll have a deeper understanding of how to integrate the moon's wisdom into your daily life. You'll be equipped with practical tools, rituals, and journaling prompts that will help you stay aligned with the moon's phases as you set intentions and manifest your dreams. But more than that, you'll gain a sense of peace and empowerment, knowing that you are working with the natural flow of the universe to bring your goals to fruition. As you begin this journey, remember that manifestation is a personal and sacred process. There is no right or wrong way to approach it. The key is to stay open, be patient with yourself, and trust that each phase of the moon is guiding you exactly where you need to be. Now, let's explore how the moon's energy can transform the way you manifest your goals. Crescent Moon. Chapter 1. The Science and Spirit of the Moon. The moon has long been a source of mystery, inspiration, and wonder. Its soft glow has guided sailors across oceans, influenced the tides, and marked the passage of time. But beyond its physical beauty and scientific influence, the moon also holds a profound spiritual power, one that connects us deeply to the cycles of life, growth, and manifestation. To fully understand how to harness the moon's energy for manifestation, we must first explore both its scientific foundations and its spiritual significance. The science behind the moon's influence. At a scientific level, the moon's gravitational pull is responsible for many natural phenomena, most notably the ocean tides. As the moon orbits the Earth, its gravitational force pulls on our planet, causing the water to rise and fall in a rhythmic dance. This tidal effect isn't limited to the oceans. It also subtly impacts the water within our bodies. After all, humans are made up of roughly 60% water, and just as the moon influences the tides, it can have an effect on us, particularly on our emotions, energy levels, and focus. Studies have shown that the different phases of the moon can correlate with changes in human behavior, mood, and even sleep patterns. For example, during the full moon, some people report heightened energy, difficulty sleeping, or increased emotional intensity. Conversely, the new moon, when the moon is not visible in the sky, is often associated with introspection, lower energy levels, and a sense of renewal. These scientific insights support the idea that the moon affects us on a physiological level, but there is also a more intangible, spiritual influence at play. The spiritual significance of the moon. For centuries, cultures around the world have recognized the moon as a powerful spiritual symbol. In many ancient traditions, the moon was seen as a goddess, representing feminine energy, intuition, and the mysteries of life. Its constant waxing and waning reflected the cycles of birth, growth, death, and rebirth, an eternal cycle of creation and destruction that governs both the natural world and our personal lives. In astrology, the moon governs our emotions, our subconscious mind, and our intuitive nature. It represents the hidden aspects of ourselves, our deepest desires, fears, and instincts. While the sun is associated with our outward personality and conscious actions, the moon is tied to our inner world, our emotional landscape, and our connection to the unseen forces of the universe. From a spiritual perspective, the moon's phases mirror the process of manifestation. Just as the moon moves through its cycle from new to full and back to new, so too does the process of bringing our desires into reality. Each phase of the moon carries a unique energy that supports different stages of manifestation, from setting intentions and taking action to overcoming challenges, reflecting on progress, and letting go of what no longer serves us. The lunar cycle, a blueprint for manifestation. The moon moves through 8 distinct phases during its 29.5-day lunar cycle, each of which carries its own energetic signature. By aligning our intentions and actions with these phases, we can work in harmony with the moon's energy to manifest our goals more effectively. Here's a brief overview of the key phases of the moon and how they relate to manifestation. New moon, a time of new beginnings and setting intentions. This is when the moon is dark and it symbolizes a blank slate, a perfect time to plant the seeds of your desires. Waxing crescent. As the moon begins to grow in light, this phase encourages us to take action and build momentum toward our goals. It's a time for nurturing the seeds we've planted. First quarter. The moon is half full, and this phase often brings challenges or obstacles. It's a time for making decisions and taking bold action to overcome resistance. Waxing gibbous. The moon is nearly full, and this phase is about refining and adjusting your goals. It's a time for fine-tuning your vision and preparing for the culmination of your efforts. Full moon. The moon is at its brightest, symbolizing the peak of energy and the manifestation of your desires. It's a time to celebrate, express gratitude, and release what no longer serves you. Waning gibbous. As the moon begins to wane, this phase invites us to reflect on what we've accomplished and share our abundance with others. It's a time for gratitude and generosity. Last quarter. The moon is once again half full, and this phase is about releasing what no longer aligns with your goals. It's a time for letting go and clearing space for new intentions. Waning crescent. As the moon returns to darkness, this phase is about rest, renewal, and introspection. It's a time to recharge your energy and prepare for the next cycle of manifestation. Each phase of the moon offers a unique opportunity to align your actions and intentions with the natural flow of the universe. By tuning into these cycles, you can move through the process of manifestation with greater ease and alignment. How the moon helps us manifest. Working with the lunar cycle isn't about forcing your desires into existence. It's about learning to flow with the natural rhythms of life. The moon reminds us that there is a time for everything. A time to set intentions, a time to act, a time to rest, and a time to let go. When we sync our manifestation efforts with the moon's phases, we are not only more in tune with ourselves but also with the energies that surround us. For example, during the new moon, when the sky is dark and the energy is low, we are called to turn inward and reflect on what we truly want. It's a time for setting intentions and visualizing our desires. As the moon begins to grow in light, we are encouraged to take action, step by step, building momentum as the lunar energy increases. When the full moon arrives, the energy is at its peak, and this is the perfect time to celebrate the progress we've made, express gratitude, and release any blocks that are holding us back. And as the moon begins to wane, we are invited to reflect on our journey, let go of what no longer serves us, and prepare for a new cycle of growth. The moon as a guide for personal transformation. Manifestation is not just about achieving external goals. It's also about personal transformation. As you work with the moon's phases, you will find that the process of manifesting your desires often mirrors your own inner growth. The obstacles you encounter may point to limiting beliefs or fears that need to be addressed. The moments of celebration may highlight your capacity for gratitude and abundance. The moon's cycles remind us that manifestation is not a one-time event but an ongoing journey of growth, reflection, and renewal. By aligning with the moon's phases, you can create a manifestation practice that is not only more effective but also more fulfilling. In the chapters that follow, we will explore each phase of the moon in more detail, offering practical tools and rituals to help you harness its energy for manifestation. Whether you're setting intentions, taking action, or reflecting on your progress, the moon will be your constant guide, lighting the way as you bring your dreams into reality. The connection between the moon's cycles and our own personal growth is profound. Now that we've explored the science and spiritual significance of the moon, we can dive deeper into the practical side of working with the lunar cycle. In the next chapter, we'll begin with the new moon, the phase of new beginnings and intention setting. The perfect time to start manifesting your dreams. Chapter 2, The New Moon, Setting Intentions. The new moon marks the beginning of the lunar cycle, a time when the sky is dark and the moon is invisible to the naked eye. It may seem paradoxical that such a powerful phase of manifestation begins in darkness, but this is precisely where its strength lies. The new moon represents a fresh start, a blank canvas waiting for your intentions to be painted upon it. Just as seeds are planted in the soil, hidden from view, your desires take root in this fertile moment, preparing to grow and flourish over the coming weeks. The power of a blank slate. In the modern world, we often forget the importance of pauses, of moments when nothing seems to be happening. Yet, these are the spaces where the most profound transformation occurs. The new moon reminds us that before we can manifest anything in our lives, we must first clear the space, mentally and emotionally, for new possibilities to take root. This is a time to let go of past disappointments, limiting beliefs, and emotional baggage that may be holding you back. It's about wiping the slate clean so that you can begin again with a sense of clarity and purpose. There is something deeply empowering about the blank slate of the new moon. In this darkness, you are invited to turn inward and ask yourself, what do I truly want to create? The stillness of this phase allows you to listen to your inner voice, without the distractions of the external world. It is here, in the quiet of the new moon, that you can connect most deeply with your true desires and set powerful, clear intentions for the cycle ahead. Intention versus wishful thinking. When we talk about setting intentions during the new moon, we are not simply making a wish and hoping it comes true. There is a distinct difference between wishful thinking and a powerful intention. A wish is passive. It relies on luck or external forces to bring it into being. An intention, on the other hand, is active. It is a clear, deliberate decision to align your energy, thoughts, and actions with a specific outcome. Setting an intention means you are ready to take responsibility for what you want to create and are willing to put in the effort to bring it to life. This distinction is vital because the energy of the new moon is not about handing your desires over to fate. It is about consciously co-creating with the universe. The moon offers you a fresh start, but it is up to you to plant the seeds and nurture them. Your intention is the seed, and like any seed, it needs to be planted in fertile ground, cared for, and nurtured through consistent action. The moon will support your efforts, but it cannot do the work for you. You are an active participant in this process, and your clear, focused intention is what sets everything in motion. Crafting powerful intentions. So, how do you craft a powerful intention during the new moon? The process begins with self-reflection. Before you can decide what you want to manifest, you need to take the time to connect with your inner desires. Ask yourself questions like, what do I want to experience in my life? What goals are aligned with my higher purpose? What limiting beliefs or fears do I need to release in order to move forward? Once you have clarity about what you want, it's important to phrase your intention in a way that is both specific and empowering. Vague intentions lead to vague results. Instead of saying, I want more happiness, try being more specific. I intend to create more joy in my daily life by prioritizing self-care and gratitude. Instead of, I want more money, try, I intend to attract financial abundance by pursuing opportunities that align with my passion and skills. Your intention should also be positive and present-focused. Avoid phrasing your intention in terms of what you don't want, as this directs your energy toward the negative. Instead of, I don't want to feel stressed, focus on what you do want. I intend to cultivate a sense of calm and balance in my life. Finally, feel the emotion behind your intention. The more emotionally connected you are to your desire, the more powerful your intention will be. When you set your intention, take a moment to imagine how it will feel when your goal has been achieved. Allow yourself to experience the joy, gratitude, or excitement that comes with realizing your intention. This emotional connection sends a powerful message to the universe that you are ready to receive what you desire. Planting the seed. Once you have crafted your intention, it's time to plant the seed. During the new moon, you may wish to perform a simple ritual to signify the beginning of your manifestation journey. This could be as elaborate or as simple as you like. Some people prefer to light a candle, meditate, or write their intentions in a journal, while others may choose to create a vision board or practice visualization techniques. The key is to engage in an activity that feels meaningful to you and helps anchor your intention in both your mind and heart. For example, you might write your intention on a piece of paper and then bury it in the soil, symbolizing the planting of a seed. Or you might meditate on your intention, visualizing it as a bright light within you that grows stronger with each breath. Whatever method you choose, the act of consciously setting your intention helps to initiate the manifestation process and signals to the universe that you are ready to bring your desire into being. This is not the time to worry about how your intention will manifest or to get caught up in details. The new moon is about planting the seed, not about harvesting the fruit. Trust that the energy of the moon will support your efforts as the cycle progresses. For now, your focus is simply on the power of intention and the excitement of beginning something new. Letting go and trusting the process. One of the most challenging aspects of manifestation is learning to let go of the outcome. Once you have set your intention, it's important to release any attachment to how or when it will manifest. This doesn't mean giving up on your goal, but rather trusting that the universe will bring your desire to fruition in the perfect way and at the perfect time. The new moon is a time to focus on your internal world, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, not on external results. It's about nurturing your desire without forcing it into being. Just as a seed needs time to grow beneath the surface before it sprouts, your intention needs time to align with the energies of the universe. If you become too fixated on seeing immediate results, you may inadvertently block the natural flow of manifestation. Trust in the process and trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your intention to life. As the lunar cycle progresses and the moon grows in light, so too will the energy around your desire begin to build. For now, allow yourself to bask in the excitement of a new beginning and know that everything is unfolding as it should. In the coming chapters, we'll explore how each phase of the moon continues to support your manifestation journey. But for now, embrace the darkness of the new moon and the potential it holds. With a clear, focused intention, you've already set the wheels of manifestation in motion. What comes next is a process of growth, action, and reflection, all guided by the phases of the moon. Chapter 3, The Waxing Crescent, Building Momentum. With the new moon behind you and your intention firmly planted, the waxing crescent phase of the lunar cycle begins. This is a time of gentle growth, where the sliver of moonlight visible in the night sky reflects the budding energy of your desires. As the moon starts to gain light, so too does your intention begin to gather momentum. The waxing crescent phase invites you to take those first steps toward manifesting your goals. Steps that require focus, determination, and consistent action. Nurturing your intention with small steps. The waxing crescent moon represents the first stirrings of life after the seed has been planted. It's a phase of new energy where ideas and intentions start to take shape. However, this is not the time for bold leaps or dramatic changes. Like a sprouting plant, your intention needs careful nurturing, and this means taking small, deliberate steps toward your goal. At this stage, it's crucial to remain patient and trust in the gradual progress of your journey. You may feel an urge to rush toward the outcome, but the waxing crescent reminds you that the foundation of manifestation is built on steady, consistent effort. Take small actions each day that align with your intention, no matter how insignificant they may seem. These actions create the momentum needed to move your desire closer to reality. Think of this phase as a time of nurturing your goal with love and attention. Just as a gardener tends to young plants by watering them daily, you must tend to your intention by feeding it with positive energy and small acts of commitment. This is the time to focus on the process, not the result, knowing that every small step brings you closer to your goal. Aligning your actions with your intention. The waxing crescent moon teaches us the importance of alignment between our desires, actions, and mindset. It's not enough to simply set an intention during the new moon. We must now actively work toward it, ensuring that our actions align with the outcome we wish to manifest. At this stage, it's helpful to reflect on the practical steps you can take to bring your intention to life. What specific actions will move you closer to your goal? What resources or support do you need to achieve success? By asking yourself these questions, you can begin to create a plan of action that feels both achievable and inspiring. This phase encourages you to stay grounded in the practicalities of manifestation. It's easy to get lost in the excitement of dreaming big, but the waxing crescent moon reminds us that manifestation requires real-world effort. Whether it's making a phone call, sending an email, or dedicating time to research, every action you take during this phase should be in service of your goal. Yet, alignment is not just about action, it's also about your mindset. The waxing crescent moon invites you to check in with your beliefs and emotions. Are you fully aligned with the outcome you desire, or are there doubts and fears that need to be addressed? This is the time to consciously align your thoughts and emotions with the energy of success. Visualize yourself achieving your goal, and hold that vision in your mind as you take action. Overcoming resistance. As you begin to take these initial steps toward your goal, you may encounter resistance, both internally and externally. This is natural. Whenever we embark on a new path or stretch ourselves toward a higher vision, resistance often appears as self-doubt, fear, or unexpected obstacles. The waxing crescent moon is a phase where this resistance might first show up, testing your resolve. Internally, resistance might manifest as limiting beliefs or negative thoughts that challenge your confidence. You might start to wonder if you're capable of achieving your goal, or whether you deserve the success you're working toward. Externally, you might face challenges or roadblocks that make the path ahead seem more difficult than you anticipated. This resistance is a normal part of the manifestation process, and the key is to recognize it for what it is, a test of your commitment. Rather than seeing resistance as a sign that your goal is out of reach, view it as an opportunity to grow. The waxing crescent moon offers you a chance to confront and overcome the limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. It's a time to dig deeper into your intention and reaffirm your commitment to the process. Remember that every challenge you face is an opportunity to build resilience and strengthen your connection to your goal. To navigate resistance, stay focused on the bigger picture. Revisit the reasons why you set your intention in the first place and remind yourself of the joy, fulfillment, or transformation that lies ahead. When you face obstacles, break them down into smaller, more manageable tasks. By doing so, you can maintain forward momentum without becoming overwhelmed. Building confidence through action. The waxing crescent moon teaches us an important lesson about confidence. It's built through action. Many people wait until they feel completely confident before pursuing their goals, but confidence doesn't come from waiting, it comes from doing. With every small action you take during this phase, you build a sense of accomplishment and self-trust. As you continue to take steps toward your goal, you'll begin to see progress. This progress may not be immediately visible to others, but you'll feel it within yourself. Each task completed, no matter how small, is a reminder that you are capable of bringing your desires into reality. This creates a positive feedback loop. Your actions build confidence, and that confidence fuels further action. During the waxing crescent phase, celebrate each small victory along the way. Acknowledge the progress you're making even if it seems minor. These moments of celebration reinforce the idea that you are moving in the right direction, and they help to keep your motivation high as you continue your journey. Trusting the process of growth. Finally, the waxing crescent moon is a reminder to trust the process of growth. Just as a seed takes time to sprout, your intention requires time to develop and unfold. This is a phase where growth happens slowly but steadily, and it's important to trust that even if you can't yet see the results, the energy you've set in motion is working behind the scenes. Patience is key during this phase. It's easy to become frustrated when results don't appear immediately, but manifestation is not an overnight process. Just as the moon grows in light, your intention will gain momentum as you continue to nurture it. Trust that each small action is contributing to the larger picture, and that everything is unfolding in its own time. The waxing crescent moon encourages you to stay committed, even when the journey feels slow or uncertain. Remember that growth often happens beneath the surface, and the full expression of your intention will reveal itself in due time. For now, your role is to remain focused, take consistent action, and trust in the natural process of manifestation. As you move through this phase of the lunar cycle, embrace the steady building of momentum. The waxing crescent moon is a time of small but significant progress, a reminder that every step counts on the path to manifestation. By aligning your actions with your intentions and trusting in the process, you are setting the foundation for the powerful manifestations yet to come. In the next chapter, we will explore the first quarter moon, where obstacles and challenges become opportunities for growth. Chapter 4: The First Quarter, Overcoming Obstacles. As the moon reaches its first quarter, halfway between new and full, it is a striking visual reminder of duality, light and dark balanced in the night sky. This phase is often where the excitement of initial growth meets its first real challenges. It's a moment of decision, where you are called to assess your progress and navigate obstacles that may arise on your path to manifestation. The first quarter moon teaches us that every worthwhile journey will include moments of friction and resistance. But these challenges are not here to deter you. They are here to strengthen your resolve and test your commitment to your goals. The test of commitment. In any journey of growth, the initial enthusiasm we feel can often be tempered by the appearance of obstacles. These can be external challenges, unexpected setbacks, delays, or conflicts, or they can be internal, manifesting as doubts, fears, or feelings of inadequacy. The first quarter moon symbolizes a crossroads where you must decide whether to move forward with confidence or retreat in the face of difficulties. At this stage of the lunar cycle, you may feel a sense of frustration or impatience. Perhaps you've been taking steady action, but the results aren't appearing as quickly as you'd hoped. Or maybe unforeseen challenges have made the path more difficult than you anticipated. These moments can test your commitment to your intention, forcing you to ask yourself, how much do I truly want this? Am I willing to persevere through discomfort and difficulty to achieve my goal? This phase reminds us that commitment is not just about desire, it's about resilience. True commitment to your intention means staying the course even when the road becomes rocky, trusting that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger and more aligned with your goal. The first quarter moon teaches us that obstacles are not signs that we are on the wrong path, but rather that we are being called to step into a new level of responsibility and empowerment. Challenges as opportunities for growth. One of the most important lessons of the first quarter moon is that obstacles, while often uncomfortable, are vital opportunities for growth. It's easy to view challenges as roadblocks, but in truth, they are invitations to evolve. Every obstacle you encounter on your path to manifestation is an opportunity to refine your approach, expand your skills, and deepen your understanding of yourself. For example, if you're faced with an external obstacle such as a project delay or a difficult conversation, this is an opportunity to practice patience and adaptability. It challenges you to find new solutions and approach your goal from a different angle. Similarly, if your obstacle is internal, such as a limiting belief or fear, it's an invitation to confront that belief head-on and transform it into something that empowers you. In many ways, the obstacles you face during the first quarter moon serve as mirrors, reflecting back to you the areas where you need to grow. If you find yourself doubting your worth or feeling overwhelmed by challenges, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How is this experience helping me become the person I need to be in order to manifest my desires? By reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, you shift from a mindset of defeat to one of empowerment. Instead of feeling blocked, you begin to see that every obstacle is a stepping stone toward greater resilience and wisdom. Embracing bold decisions. The energy of the first quarter moon is active and dynamic, pushing you to take decisive action. This is not a time for hesitation or second-guessing. It is a time to make bold decisions and commit fully to your path. The tension created by the challenges you face is there to push you out of your comfort zone and into a space of greater possibility. At this stage, you may be called to make important decisions about how to move forward. Do you need to adjust your approach? Is there a new strategy or perspective that could help you overcome the current obstacle? The first quarter moon encourages you to be proactive in seeking solutions and to trust your ability to make the right choices. This phase is about embracing your inner strength and courage. The universe is asking you to rise to the occasion, to step into your power and take ownership of your journey. Bold decisions made during the first quarter moon carry a powerful momentum. They propel you forward, breaking through resistance and setting you on a course toward success. It's important to remember that these decisions don't have to be perfect. What matters most is your willingness to act, to take responsibility for your path, and to keep moving forward despite the challenges that arise. Trust that each decision you make, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. The power of persistence. The first quarter moon also teaches us the value of persistence. Manifestation is not a linear process, and there will be moments when progress seems slow or difficult. It's easy to become discouraged when the results aren't immediate, but this phase reminds us that persistence is the key to success. Persistence doesn't mean forcing things to happen or ignoring the need for rest and reflection. Instead, it's about maintaining steady, focused action even when things feel hard. It's about showing up for your intention every day, no matter what obstacles arise, and trusting that your efforts will pay off in time. During the first quarter moon, it's helpful to reconnect with your why. Why did you set this intention in the first place? What is driving your desire to manifest this goal? By revisiting the deeper purpose behind your intention, you can reignite your motivation and find the strength to push through challenges. Persistence also requires patience. The first quarter moon reminds us that manifestation is a process that unfolds in its own time. While it's important to take action, it's equally important to trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring your desires to fruition. Your role is to keep moving forward, even when the results are not immediately visible. Strengthening your resolve. Ultimately, the first quarter moon is a time to strengthen your resolve. This phase asks you to reaffirm your commitment to your goal and to trust in your ability to overcome any obstacles that arise. It's a time to dig deep, to harness your inner strength, and to keep moving forward with determination and focus. As you navigate the challenges of this phase, remember that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. Each time you face resistance and choose to move forward anyway, you build resilience. Each time you make a bold decision, you step closer to the realization of your goal. This is the turning point in your manifestation journey. The first quarter moon teaches you that the path to success is not always easy, but it is always worth it. By embracing the challenges that arise during this phase, you transform them into powerful catalysts for growth and transformation. As you move through the first quarter moon, embrace the obstacles you encounter as opportunities for growth. This is a phase of decisive action, persistence, and the strengthening of your commitment. Remember, challenges are not here to stop you, they are here to help you become the person who can manifest your desires. In the next chapter, we'll explore the waxing gibbous moon, where refinement and adjustment become key as your intention continues to gain momentum. Chapter 5. The waxing gibbous, refining your vision. As the moon grows fuller in the sky, illuminating more of the night, you enter the waxing gibbous phase. This is a time of heightened energy, where the work you've put in so far begins to gain momentum. Your intention, much like the moon, is nearing its full potential, but it's not quite there yet. This is a period of adjustment, refinement, and patience. The waxing gibbous moon encourages you to review your progress, fine-tune your approach, and prepare yourself for the culmination of your efforts. The process of refinement. The waxing gibbous moon symbolizes growth, but not just in terms of external results. It's a time to look inward and assess the growth that's happening on a deeper, more personal level. At this point, you've likely taken meaningful steps toward manifesting your intention, but as with any journey, there may be elements that need refining. This phase invites you to engage in a process of reflection and improvement, ensuring that your vision is as clear and aligned as possible before the energy of the full moon arrives. Refinement is not about starting over or doubting the path you've chosen. Instead, it's about polishing the details, making small adjustments that will help you align more closely with your intention. Consider it a moment to pause, take stock of where you are, and recalibrate as needed. It's a chance to ensure that the actions you're taking are truly in harmony with the outcome you desire. This phase is also a reminder that growth is rarely linear. There may be areas where your original plan no longer feels quite right, where adjustments are necessary to stay on course. The waxing gibbous moon encourages you to remain flexible and open to change, knowing that refinement is a natural part of the manifestation process. Honing in on what's working. During the waxing gibbous phase, it's important to identify what is working well. Take time to celebrate your progress so far. Even if the full manifestation of your intention hasn't yet occurred, there are likely small victories and achievements that deserve recognition. By acknowledging these wins, you boost your confidence and reinforce the belief that you are moving in the right direction. This phase is about honing in on the strategies, habits, and actions that have been most effective. What has been contributing positively to your progress? Are there specific steps or approaches that have yielded tangible results? By focusing on what's working, you can double down on these efforts and continue building momentum as you approach the full moon. However, it's also a time to be honest with yourself. If certain strategies haven't been effective, or if you've encountered resistance in particular areas, this is the moment to reassess. Perhaps there are adjustments that need to be made, or maybe your vision needs a slight shift. The waxing gibbous moon asks you to be both proud of your progress and willing to make the necessary changes to stay aligned with your ultimate goal. Adjusting the plan. As you refine your vision, it's essential to approach this phase with flexibility and an open mind. Manifestation is not always a straightforward process, and it's likely that the journey has presented you with new insights and experiences that may call for a slight shift in your original plan. This is not a failure or setback. It's part of the natural evolution of your goal. Sometimes, as we take steps toward our desires, we gain clarity on what we truly want or realize that certain aspects of our plan need adjustment. The waxing gibbous moon is the perfect time to revisit your intention and see if it still aligns with your current values, priorities, and vision for the future. Perhaps there are new opportunities or pathways that have emerged since you first set your intention. Maybe there are additional resources or skills you need to develop to fully realize your goal. Use this phase to fine-tune your approach and make any necessary adjustments. Remember, manifestation is an ongoing process of co-creation with the universe, and flexibility is a crucial part of that dance. The key is to stay connected to the core of your intention while allowing for shifts in the details. By being adaptable and open to change, you remain in flow with the universe, aligning yourself with the energy that will help bring your desires into reality. Cultivating patience and trust. One of the greatest challenges of the waxing gibbous phase is the need for patience. At this point, you've put in significant effort, and the energy around your intention is building. But the full moon, the time of culmination, has not yet arrived. This can create a sense of impatience or frustration, especially if you're eager to see the results of your hard work. The waxing gibbous moon teaches us that patience is an integral part of the manifestation process. Just as a plant needs time to grow and mature before it bears fruit, your intention requires time to fully manifest. This is a period where the seeds you've planted are still developing beneath the surface, even if the results aren't immediately visible. Trust is essential here. Trust in the process, trust in yourself, and trust in the universe. The energy of manifestation is building, and while it may feel slow at times, everything is unfolding in its own perfect time. The waxing gibbous moon reminds you to have faith that your efforts will be rewarded and that the universe is working with you to bring your desires into being. It's also a time to trust in the refinement process itself. Sometimes the adjustments you make during this phase may not show immediate results, but they are necessary steps in aligning yourself with your goal. Cultivate patience by focusing on the journey rather than fixating on the outcome. Trust that every small action, every moment of refinement, is bringing you closer to the realization of your intention. Preparing for full manifestation. As the moon approaches its full phase, the energy surrounding your intention is reaching its peak. The waxing gibbous moon is a time of preparation, ensuring that you are fully ready to receive the manifestation of your desires. This is not just about external readiness, it's about preparing yourself mentally, emotionally, and energetically for what's to come. Ask yourself, are you truly ready to receive what you've been working toward? Sometimes we set intentions but hold subconscious beliefs or fears that block us from fully receiving the outcome. This is the time to clear any lingering doubts, release limiting beliefs, and open yourself to the abundance that is on its way. The waxing gibbous moon encourages you to clear away any mental clutter or emotional blocks that may be standing in the way of your manifestation. This may involve releasing fear of success, letting go of old habits that no longer serve you, or simply affirming your worthiness to receive what you desire. By preparing yourself energetically, you create a space for your intention to fully manifest in your life. The waxing gibbous moon is a powerful phase of growth, refinement, and preparation. It's a time to fine-tune your vision, adjust your approach, and trust in the process of manifestation. As the energy builds toward the full moon, embrace the opportunity to make small but impactful changes that will bring you closer to your goal. With patience, persistence, and an open heart, you are preparing yourself for the culmination of your efforts and the manifestation of your deepest desires. In the next chapter, we'll explore the full moon, the phase of completion and celebration, where your intention reaches its peak. Chapter 6. The Full Moon, Manifesting with Gratitude. The full moon is a sight to behold, its radiant glow lighting up the night sky in a brilliant display of completion and fulfillment. This phase of the lunar cycle represents the peak of energy and power, the moment when everything comes to fruition. It is a time of manifestation, where the seeds you planted during the new moon, and the work you've nurtured through the waxing phases, finally reach their fullest expression. The full moon holds immense potential for creation, celebration, and reflection, making it the ideal time to recognize and honor the progress you've made. The power of fullness. When the moon is full, its light is at its most powerful, illuminating both the external world and the internal landscapes of our hearts and minds. This illumination brings clarity, both in terms of the results of your manifestation efforts and the personal growth you've experienced along the way. The full moon reveals everything, and in doing so, it invites you to step back and witness how far you've come. The fullness of this phase symbolizes wholeness and completion. It's a time to acknowledge the culmination of your efforts and to celebrate the results, no matter how big or small. Even if your goal has not yet fully manifested in the way you envisioned, the full moon encourages you to recognize the progress you've made and the shifts that have taken place in your life as a result of your dedication and intention. This phase is about honoring the journey, not just the outcome. It's an opportunity to reflect on the steps you've taken, the obstacles you've overcome, and the lessons you've learned. The full moon reminds us that manifestation is not solely about achieving external goals but about the personal transformation that occurs along the way. The more you honor this process, the more empowered you become to continue manifesting your desires in alignment with your highest self. Gratitude as a manifestation tool. One of the most powerful practices you can engage in during the full moon is gratitude. Gratitude amplifies the energy of manifestation by acknowledging the abundance that already exists in your life. When you express gratitude for what you have, you shift your focus from lack to abundance, opening yourself up to receive even more. During the full moon, take time to reflect on what you are grateful for in relation to your intention. What has already manifested in your life as a result of your efforts? Perhaps you've achieved a tangible goal, or maybe you've experienced growth in areas like confidence, resilience, or self-awareness. Even if your manifestation is still in progress, there is always something to be grateful for. Gratitude is a powerful frequency that aligns you with the energy of abundance. The more you express thanks for what has already come into your life, the more you invite further blessings to flow toward you. The full moon, with its radiant energy, enhances this process by amplifying your feelings of appreciation and connection to the universe. Incorporating a gratitude ritual during the full moon can be as simple as writing a list of things you're thankful for or spending a few moments in meditation, reflecting on the abundance that surrounds you. This practice not only strengthens your manifestation process but also shifts your mindset toward one of openness and receptivity, releasing what no longer serves you. While the full moon is a time of celebration and manifestation, it is also a phase of release. Just as the moon will soon begin to wane and lose light, you too are invited to release what no longer serves you in order to create space for new growth. This is a vital part of the manifestation process. Letting go of limiting beliefs, old habits, or emotional baggage that may be blocking the full realization of your desires. Releasing during the full moon is an act of self-care and liberation. It's an opportunity to shed the layers of fear, doubt, or resentment that have accumulated throughout the cycle, allowing you to move forward with greater clarity and lightness. Often we hold on to things, whether they are beliefs, relationships, or patterns, that no longer align with who we are becoming. The full moon's bright light shines a spotlight on these aspects, making it easier to identify what needs to be released. This release can be both symbolic and practical. You might engage in a ritual where you write down what you wish to release on a piece of paper and burn it, symbolizing your willingness to let go. Or you might choose to have a difficult but necessary conversation, clear physical clutter from your space, or make a decision that has been weighing heavily on your heart. Whatever form it takes, the act of release is a powerful step toward creating more space for the new. Releasing during the full moon doesn't mean letting go of your intention. Instead, it's about clearing away anything that is no longer supporting the manifestation of your goal. By doing so, you allow more room for the energy of your desire to flow freely into your life. Celebrating the journey. The full moon is not just about release and reflection. It's also a time for celebration. Manifestation is a journey, and each step along the way deserves to be honored. The full moon's vibrant energy invites you to celebrate your progress, to revel in the joy of what you've created, and to honor the dedication you've shown throughout the cycle. Celebration is an important part of the manifestation process because it reinforces the energy of success. When you celebrate your wins, no matter how small, you affirm to the universe that you are aligned with abundance. This celebration doesn't have to be extravagant. It can be as simple as spending time in nature, treating yourself to something you love, or engaging in an activity that brings you joy. The key is to take time to acknowledge what you've accomplished and to honor yourself for the effort you've put in. Manifestation is not always easy. It requires commitment, focus, and often courage. By celebrating, you give yourself permission to enjoy the fruits of your labor, strengthening your connection to the energy of fulfillment. Reflecting on lessons learned. In addition to celebrating your progress, the full moon is a perfect time to reflect on the lessons you've learned throughout the lunar cycle. Every manifestation journey brings with it valuable insights about yourself, your desires, and the process of creation. The full moon's light offers you the clarity to see these lessons more clearly, allowing you to carry them forward into future cycles. Take time during the full moon to journal or meditate on the growth you've experienced. What have you learned about yourself during this process? How have you grown both personally and in relation to your goals? These reflections are an essential part of the manifestation process, as they help you integrate the wisdom gained and use it to inform your next steps. The full moon reminds us that the journey is just as important as the destination. Every challenge, every triumph, and every lesson contributes to your overall growth and evolution. By reflecting on these experiences, you gain a deeper understanding of the manifestation process and how to align more fully with your desires in the future. Preparing for the next cycle. As the full moon begins to wane, the energy of the lunar cycle shifts once again. This is a time to prepare for the next phase of the journey, knowing that manifestation is an ongoing, cyclical process. The full moon marks both an ending and a beginning, a moment of completion followed by the promise of new opportunities. As you move forward, carry with you the lessons, gratitude, and joy you've experienced during this phase. The energy of the full moon will continue to support you as you release what no longer serves you and make space for new intentions in the coming cycle. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be and that the universe is always working with you to bring your desires into reality. The full moon is a powerful time of manifestation, gratitude, and release. It's a moment to honor your progress, celebrate your wins, and let go of anything that is no longer in alignment with your goals. By embracing the energy of the full moon, you strengthen your connection to the universe and open yourself to even greater possibilities in the future. In the next chapter, we'll explore the waning gibbous moon, where reflection and sharing become central as you move toward the completion of the lunar cycle. Chapter 7: The Waning Gibbous, Sharing and Reflecting. As the full moon begins to wane, its bright, luminous presence slowly retreats, signaling a shift in the energy of the lunar cycle. This is the phase of the waning gibbous, where the intensity of manifestation softens, making way for reflection and sharing. The light may be diminishing, but there is a powerful force in this phase, a force that invites you to look back, acknowledge your journey, and share the abundance you have received. It's a time of gratitude, learning, and connection, as the momentum of creation slows, allowing you to integrate the wisdom of your experience. The energy of abundance. The waning gibbous moon is often referred to as the disseminating phase, a time to distribute the energy and abundance you have accumulated during the previous phases. This phase is closely tied to the concept of giving and receiving. After the full moon's celebration of manifestation, the waning gibbous encourages you to share your success, your knowledge, and the fruits of your labor with others. Abundance is not just about material gain or physical achievements. It encompasses all aspects of life, emotional, spiritual, and relational. Whether your manifestation has taken the form of tangible outcomes or internal growth, this is the time to share that abundance in a meaningful way. If you've reached a goal, how can your success serve others? If you've gained insights or wisdom, how can you share that knowledge with the people around you? This phase reminds us that manifestation is not solely about personal gain. True abundance is meant to be shared, and by doing so, you create a cycle of reciprocity where the more you give, the more you receive. Sharing your abundance doesn't have to be a grand gesture. It could be as simple as offering support to someone who needs guidance, passing along knowledge that has helped you grow, or using your resources to uplift others. In this way, you become an active participant in the flow of energy, allowing abundance to circulate freely through your life. Reflecting on the journey. The waning gibbous moon is also a time for deep reflection. After the excitement and high energy of the full moon, this phase invites you to slow down and look inward. It's an opportunity to review the journey you've been on, both the successes and the challenges, and gain insight into how far you've come. Reflection during this phase is not about critiquing yourself harshly or focusing on what hasn't been achieved. Rather, it's about honoring the process, recognizing the lessons learned, and acknowledging the personal growth you've experienced along the way. By taking the time to reflect, you gain a deeper understanding of what has worked well, what might need adjustment in the future, and how you've evolved throughout the cycle. Journaling is an excellent tool for reflection during the waning gibbous moon. As you write, consider the following questions. What were the key moments of your manifestation process? What challenges did you overcome, and what did they teach you about yourself? How has your intention shifted or grown as a result of this journey? These reflections help you integrate the wisdom gained from the cycle and prepare you for the next phase of your manifestation practice. The waning gibbous moon also encourages reflection on the relationships in your life. How have the people around you supported or influenced your manifestation process? Are there connections that have deepened or shifted as a result of your journey? This phase invites you to cultivate gratitude for the support systems in your life and to recognize how your relationships contribute to your personal growth. Gratitude in action. While gratitude was a central theme during the full moon, it takes on a different form in the waning gibbous phase. Here, gratitude is not only about recognizing what you've achieved but also about putting that gratitude into action. It's a time to express your appreciation through meaningful gestures, whether by thanking those who have supported you or by contributing positively to your community or environment. Gratitude in action could involve reaching out to someone who has helped you along the way and acknowledging their role in your journey. It could also mean giving back in tangible ways, donating time, resources, or expertise to causes that align with your values. The waning gibbous moon teaches us that gratitude is more than a feeling. It's an active, outward expression of the abundance we've received. When you act from a place of gratitude, you not only reinforce your own sense of fulfillment but also inspire others to do the same. Gratitude has a ripple effect. It creates a cycle of generosity and appreciation that can uplift not only you but also the people around you. By embodying gratitude in your actions, you keep the energy of abundance flowing, ensuring that the seeds of your manifestation continue to grow and bear fruit. Letting go of perfection. As you reflect during the waning gibbous phase, it's important to let go of any attachment to perfection. Manifestation is a journey, and no journey is without its twists, turns, and unexpected detours. This phase invites you to release any lingering expectations of how things should have gone and instead embrace the reality of how things unfolded. Often we hold on to rigid ideas about success, believing that only a specific outcome can bring us fulfillment. The The waning gibbous moon encourages you to expand your definition of success. Even if your goal didn't manifest exactly as you envisioned, there are still valuable lessons to be learned and growth to be celebrated. By letting go of the need for perfection, you open yourself up to the beauty of the process itself. The learning, the evolving, and the becoming. In letting go, you also release any remaining doubts or frustrations that may have arisen during the earlier phases. The waning gibbous moon teaches us that there is no such thing as failure, only opportunities for learning and growth. By embracing this mindset, you cultivate a sense of peace and acceptance, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should in perfect timing, preparing for a new cycle. As the light of the moon continues to wane, the energy of the lunar cycle begins to wind down, signaling the approach of a new beginning. The waning gibbous moon is a time to gather the lessons and insights you've gained and prepare for the next phase of manifestation. It's a moment to tie up loose ends, complete any unfinished tasks, and make space for the new intentions that will soon be set during the next new moon. This phase is about clearing the slate, both mentally and emotionally, so that you can enter the next cycle with clarity and focus. It's a time to reflect on what you wish to carry forward and what you need to leave behind. What beliefs, patterns, or habits no longer serve you? What wisdom and strength have you gained that will support you moving forward? These reflections will guide you as you prepare for the next chapter of your manifestation journey. The waning gibbous moon is also a time to recharge your energy. After the high intensity of the full moon, this phase offers a moment of rest and rejuvenation. Take time to nourish yourself, whether through self-care practices, meditation, or spending time in nature. By recharging during this phase, you ensure that you have the energy and clarity needed for the next cycle of growth and creation. The waning gibbous moon is a phase of sharing, reflection, and preparation. It's a time to distribute the abundance you've received, reflect on the lessons learned, and let go of any lingering attachments to perfection. By embracing the energy of this phase, you cultivate a deeper connection to the cycle of manifestation, knowing that each phase, whether of growth or rest, plays a vital role in the process. In the next chapter, we'll explore the last quarter moon, where letting go becomes the central theme as you prepare for new beginnings. Chapter 8, The Last Quarter, Letting Go of the Old. The last quarter moon arrives with a quiet, introspective energy, casting a half-light that signals the final stages of the lunar cycle. This phase is often overlooked in the excitement of new beginnings or the celebration of manifestation, but it holds a profound significance. The last quarter moon represents a time of deep release, letting go of the old to make room for the new. It is a period of reflection and surrender, where you are invited to clear away what no longer serves you, shedding the layers of the past to prepare for a fresh cycle of creation. Embracing the process of release. Letting go can be one of the most challenging aspects of the manifestation journey. We often cling to old habits, beliefs, or situations out of fear, familiarity, or comfort, even when we know they are no longer aligned with our highest good. The last quarter moon is here to remind you that release is not about loss. It's about creating space for something better to enter your life. This phase invites you to embrace the natural process of release, to trust that by letting go of what is no longer needed, you are aligning yourself with greater possibilities. It's an opportunity to reflect on what has come to an end, whether it's a goal you've outgrown, a limiting belief that has held you back, or a relationship or situation that no longer supports your growth. This is a time to surrender with grace, knowing that release is an essential part of the cycle of manifestation. The last quarter moon teaches us that holding on too tightly to the past can prevent us from moving forward. Just as the moon is waning and losing its light, so too must we allow the things that no longer serve us to fade away. This release is not an act of defeat but an act of empowerment, a conscious choice to free yourself from what no longer aligns with your evolving self. Releasing limiting beliefs. One of the most powerful aspects of the last quarter moon is its ability to help you release limiting beliefs. These are the thoughts, narratives, or perceptions you hold about yourself and the world that keep you stuck in patterns of fear, doubt, or unworthiness. Limiting beliefs often operate in the background, quietly influencing your decisions and actions, and preventing you from fully stepping into your power. During the last quarter moon, take time to reflect on any beliefs that have surfaced during your manifestation journey. Are there thoughts of "I'm not good enough" or "I don't deserve this" that have crept into your mind? Have you found yourself doubting your ability to achieve your goals, or fearing failure if you attempt something new? These beliefs are ripe for release during this phase. The key to releasing limiting beliefs is first recognizing them for what they are: stories that no longer serve your growth. Once you become aware of these beliefs, you can consciously choose to let them go. This may involve reframing the narrative, shifting your perspective, or simply deciding that you no longer wish to carry these thoughts with you into the next cycle. For example, instead of holding on to the belief that "I'm not capable," you might reframe it to "I am learning and growing every day, and I trust in my ability to succeed." By releasing limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering thoughts, you create a mental and emotional space that supports your manifestation process moving forward. Releasing attachments to outcomes. In addition to releasing limiting beliefs, the last quarter moon encourages you to let go of attachment to specific outcomes. This can be one of the most difficult aspects of the manifestation process because it requires a deep level of trust in the universe and in the unfolding of your life. We often set intentions with a clear vision of how we want things to manifest, and when the outcome doesn't match our expectations, we feel disappointed or frustrated. However, the last quarter moon teaches us that true manifestation comes from aligning with the energy of your desire, not from controlling how or when it will appear. By letting go of rigid expectations, you allow the universe to bring you what is truly meant for you, sometimes in ways that are far beyond what you could have imagined. Letting go of attachment doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It means releasing the need to control every detail of the journey. It's about trusting that the energy you've put into your manifestation will flow back to you in the right form and at the right time. The last quarter moon invites you to release any sense of urgency, impatience, or frustration, and instead surrender to the natural flow of life. This is a powerful act of faith. Faith in the process, faith in yourself, and faith in the timing of the universe. When you release attachment to the outcome, you open yourself to receive your desires in ways that are aligned with your highest good, even if they don't look exactly as you had envisioned. Clearing emotional clutter. The last quarter moon also offers an opportunity to clear emotional clutter. Just as you might declutter your physical space, this phase invites you to release emotional baggage that has accumulated over the course of the cycle. This could be unresolved feelings of resentment, frustration, or sadness that have surfaced during your manifestation journey, or it could be lingering emotional attachments to people, situations, or experiences that no longer serve you. Emotional clutter can weigh you down, preventing you from fully embracing new possibilities and opportunities. During this phase, take time to sit with your emotions and acknowledge them without judgment. What feelings have you been carrying that are ready to be released? What emotional ties do you need to cut in order to move forward with clarity and lightness? Sometimes this process involves forgiving yourself or others. Holding on to anger or guilt can keep you trapped in a cycle of emotional heaviness, making it difficult to open up to new experiences. The last quarter moon is a time for releasing these emotional burdens, offering yourself the gift of forgiveness and compassion. By clearing this emotional clutter, you create space for healing and renewal. Preparing for renewal. As the moon continues to wane, its light diminishing each night, the energy of the cycle slows, inviting you to rest and prepare for renewal. This is a phase of transition where the old is released and the new is yet to be born. The last quarter moon encourages you to honor this in-between space, trusting that it is a necessary part of the process. In many ways, this phase is about preparing the soil for the next cycle of growth. Just as a gardener clears away dead plants and weeds before planting new seeds, you too are clearing away the remnants of the past, creating fertile ground for new intentions to take root. This preparation is not about rushing into the next goal or project. It's about taking time to rest, reflect, and realign with your deeper desires. The last quarter moon is a time for self-care, nurturing your body, mind, and spirit as you prepare for the new moon and the next cycle of manifestation. It's a moment to recharge, to practice stillness, and to trust that by letting go, you are creating the space for something beautiful and aligned to emerge. Honoring the cycle of life. Ultimately, the last quarter moon reminds us that life is a continuous cycle of creation, growth, release, and renewal. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so too do we experience phases of expansion and contraction, of building and releasing. This cyclical nature is a reflection of the natural order of the universe, and by honoring it, we come into greater alignment with the flow of life. Letting go is not an ending, it is a necessary part of the journey. It allows you to step into each new cycle with clarity, intention, and openness. By releasing what no longer serves you during the last quarter moon, you make room for new opportunities, ideas, and experiences to come into your life. The last quarter moon is a phase of profound release and surrender. It's a time to let go of limiting beliefs, emotional clutter, and attachment to outcomes, creating space for new growth in the next cycle. By embracing the energy of release, you align yourself with the natural rhythm of life, trusting that each phase of the lunar cycle serves a purpose in your personal and spiritual evolution. In the next chapter, we will explore the waning crescent moon, a phase of rest and renewal as you prepare for the next new beginning. Chapter 9, The Waning Crescent, Rest and Renewal. As the moon approaches the end of its cycle, it enters the waning crescent phase, a time of quiet surrender and deep introspection. The light of the moon fades, and with it, the frenetic energy of manifestation slows to a near standstill. This is a phase that calls for rest, renewal, and self-reflection. A time to turn inward and embrace the stillness before the cycle begins again with the new moon. It is a sacred pause, a moment to recharge your energy and prepare for the fresh intentions and new beginnings that await. The power of stillness. In a world that often glorifies constant action and productivity, the waning crescent moon offers a gentle reminder that stillness is a vital part of the creative process. This phase is not about pushing forward or seeking new opportunities. Rather, it is about embracing the quiet and allowing yourself to rest. The waning crescent moon asks you to release any lingering drive for achievement or activity and instead focus on nurturing your inner self. This stillness can feel uncomfortable for some, especially if you are accustomed to always being on the move or working toward the next goal. But just as nature moves in cycles, with periods of growth followed by periods of rest, so too do we need moments of pause to maintain balance in our lives. The waning crescent moon teaches that rest is not a luxury, it is a necessity for your well-being and for the continuation of your creative and manifesting power. In the stillness of this phase, you have the opportunity to reconnect with yourself on a deeper level. It's a time to listen to the subtle whispers of your intuition, to reflect on the journey of the lunar cycle, and to honor the need for renewal before embarking on new endeavors. The waning crescent invites you to be fully present in the moment, free from the pressure of action or accomplishment, trusting that rest is as important as the work itself. Embracing rest without guilt. For many, the idea of rest can be accompanied by feelings of guilt or inadequacy. We live in a culture that often equates rest with laziness, leading to a belief that we must always be doing something productive to have value. The waning crescent moon challenges this mindset by reminding you that rest is an essential part of the cycle of life and creation. Without rest, you cannot sustain the energy and focus needed to manifest your desires effectively. This phase encourages you to release any guilt associated with taking time for yourself. Rest is not a sign of weakness or a lack of ambition. It is an act of self-care that replenishes your mind, body, and spirit. In fact, by honoring the need for rest during the waning crescent, you are ensuring that you will have the energy and clarity to move forward with renewed strength when the next cycle begins. This is a time to prioritize activities that nourish your soul. Whether that means sleeping longer, practicing meditation, spending quiet time in nature, or simply disconnecting from the demands of daily life, the waning crescent phase is an invitation to slow down. By doing so, you allow your body and mind to heal, restore balance, and prepare for the new intentions you will set with the arrival of the new moon. Reflecting on the cycle. The waning crescent moon also provides a valuable opportunity for reflection. As you rest, take time to look back on the journey of the lunar cycle. What intentions did you set during the new moon? How have they evolved throughout the waxing phases? What challenges did you face during the first quarter, and how did you overcome them? What did you manifest during the full moon, and what did you release during the waning phases? This reflection is not meant to be a critical evaluation but rather a gentle review of your progress. The waning crescent moon encourages you to honor the entirety of your journey, the successes, the challenges, and the lessons learned along the way. It is in this quiet reflection that you can gain new insights about yourself, your goals, and your growth. Journaling during this phase can be particularly powerful. As you write, consider how the cycle has unfolded for you. Were there moments where you resisted letting go, or times when you felt overwhelmed by the energy of manifestation? Did you experience unexpected breakthroughs or discover hidden strengths within yourself? By reflecting on these questions, you allow the wisdom of the lunar cycle to integrate fully into your consciousness, providing valuable guidance for the next cycle. Nurturing your inner self. The waning crescent moon is a time to turn inward and focus on nurturing your inner self. While the previous phases of the cycle were outward-facing, focused on setting goals, taking action, and manifesting desires, this phase is about tending to your inner landscape. It's a time to check in with your emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being and offer yourself the care and compassion you need. This phase invites you to reconnect with practices that nourish your soul. Meditation, mindfulness, and deep breathing exercises are particularly beneficial during this time, as they help quiet the mind and bring you into a state of inner peace. Engaging in creative activities such as painting, writing, or music can also be a powerful way to tap into your inner self and express emotions that may have surfaced during the cycle. Self-compassion is key during the waning crescent moon. It's natural to feel tired or depleted after a period of intense focus and effort, and this phase encourages you to be gentle with yourself. Release any expectations or judgments about what you should be doing and instead allow yourself to simply be. Trust that this period of rest and renewal is exactly what you need to prepare for the next phase of your journey. Preparing for the new moon. As the light of the moon disappears, signaling the close of the lunar cycle, you are being prepared for a new beginning. The waning crescent moon is a bridge between the completion of one cycle and the start of another, offering you the chance to clear any residual energy from the past and set the stage for what's to come. This is a powerful time to reflect on the intentions you will soon set during the new moon. As you rest and renew, ask yourself, what do I truly want to manifest in the next cycle? What areas of my life need attention, growth, or transformation? What new seeds am I ready to plant? By spending time in quiet reflection, you can gain clarity on the intentions that are most aligned with your heart and soul. At the same time, allow yourself to remain open and flexible. The waning crescent moon teaches us that there is no need to rush into decisions or force clarity. Trust that by resting and nurturing yourself, the answers will naturally arise when the time is right. This phase is about laying the groundwork for new beginnings, not about rushing toward them. The waning crescent moon is a phase of rest, renewal, and deep introspection. It invites you to embrace stillness, honor the need for rest, and nurture your inner self. By taking time to reflect on the journey of the lunar cycle and prepare for the new beginnings that await, you align yourself with the natural rhythm of creation. In the next chapter, we will explore practical tools and rituals for working with the entire lunar cycle, providing you with the guidance you need to fully integrate the moon's energy into your manifestation practice. Chapter 10: Practical Tools for Manifesting with the Moon. Now that you have journeyed through each phase of the lunar cycle, from the darkness of the new moon to the fullness of the moon and back again, it is time to bring all these insights into daily practice. While understanding the spiritual and energetic meanings of the moon's phases is essential, true transformation happens when you integrate that knowledge into your life with intentional rituals and tools. This final chapter is designed to provide you with practical ways to harness the moon's energy for manifestation, creating a routine that aligns with the natural cycles of the universe. The power of ritual and manifestation. Rituals have been used across cultures and centuries as a way to bring intention, focus, and reverence into daily life. They are not just acts of ceremony but powerful methods for directing your energy and intention toward specific goals. When combined with the moon's phases, rituals become even more potent, allowing you to align your inner work with the natural rhythms of the cosmos. The moon cycle is a perfect framework for ritual practice because each phase offers a distinct energy that supports different aspects of manifestation. The new moon invites intention setting, the waxing phases build momentum, the full moon celebrates completion, and the waning phases encourage reflection and release. By incorporating rituals that align with these phases, You create a structure that supports your manifestation efforts, keeps you focused on your goals, and provides opportunities for regular reflection and adjustment. The beauty of rituals is that they can be as simple or elaborate as you wish. What matters most is your intention and the energy you bring to the practice. Whether you light a candle and meditate for a few minutes or create a detailed ceremony with crystals, herbs, and journaling, the key is to connect deeply with the energy of the moon and your own desires. Over time, these rituals become a sacred routine that grounds you in the practice of manifestation. Journaling with the moon. One of the most accessible and transformative tools for working with the moon's phases is journaling. Writing is a powerful way to clarify your thoughts, track your progress, and connect with your deeper emotions. When you journal in alignment with the moon's cycle, you create a personal record of your manifestation journey, allowing you to reflect on the shifts that occur within and around you. During the new moon, journaling becomes a practice of intention setting. This is the time to write down your goals, desires, and dreams, clearly defining what you want to manifest in the coming cycle. Be specific in your intentions, focusing on the details of what you want to create, how it will feel when you achieve it, and why it's important to you. Your new moon journal entry becomes the seed of your manifestation process, one that you can revisit throughout the cycle as your intention evolves. As the moon waxes and your energy builds, journaling is an excellent way to track the actions you are taking and the challenges or breakthroughs you encounter along the way. Use this time to reflect on your progress and to adjust your approach if needed. What small steps are you taking to move closer to your goal? Are there obstacles arising, and if so, what are they teaching you about your journey? When the full moon arrives, journaling shifts to a practice of gratitude and celebration. Write about what you have manifested, both externally and internally. Acknowledge the growth you've experienced, the lessons you've learned, and the results of your efforts. The act of writing out your gratitude amplifies the energy of fulfillment, allowing you to fully appreciate your progress. As the moon wanes, journaling becomes a practice of release. Reflect on what no longer serves you, whether it's limiting beliefs, emotional attachments, or outdated goals. Writing down what you are ready to let go of can be a deeply cathartic process, helping you clear space for new intentions when the next cycle begins. Moon meditation and visualization. Meditation is another powerful tool for working with the moon's energy, especially when combined with visualization techniques. Each phase of the moon offers a different meditative focus, allowing you to tap into the unique energy of the moment. During the new moon, meditation can help you connect with the energy of potential and new beginnings. As you meditate, visualize a blank canvas or a fertile garden waiting for seeds to be planted. Focus on what you want to create in your life and imagine your intentions as seeds of light being planted in the soil of your subconscious mind. Allow yourself to feel the excitement of possibility as you set your intentions in motion. As the moon waxes, use meditation to build momentum and strengthen your connection to your goals. Visualize your intention growing, like a plant sprouting from the soil and reaching toward the light. See yourself taking the necessary actions, overcoming obstacles, and moving steadily toward your desired outcome. Feel the energy of progress building within you as the moon grows in light. During the full moon, meditation shifts to celebration and gratitude. Visualize the fullness of your goal, as if it has already manifested in your life. Imagine yourself surrounded by the energy of abundance and fulfillment, and feel deep gratitude for everything you have achieved. This is a time to bask in the light of your success, both externally and internally. As the moon begins to wane, meditation becomes a practice of release and surrender. Visualize the things you are ready to let go of gently falling away, like leaves drifting from a tree. Allow yourself to surrender to the process of release, trusting that by letting go, you are creating space for new growth in the next cycle. This meditative practice helps you align with the natural flow of the lunar cycle, deepening your connection to the phases of growth, culmination, and release. Creating a moon altar. Creating a moon altar is another way to ground your manifestation practice in the energy of the lunar cycle. A moon altar is a dedicated space where you can honor the moon's phases and focus your energy on your intentions. This sacred space serves as a physical reminder of your manifestation process, helping you stay connected to your goals and to the natural rhythms of the universe. Your moon altar can be as simple or elaborate as you like. You might choose to include candles, crystals, symbols of the moon, and objects that represent your intentions. For example, during the new moon, you could place a small plant or a seed on your altar to symbolize new beginnings. During the full moon, you might add objects that represent abundance, such as coins or flowers. Each time you engage with your altar, whether lighting a candle, meditating, or simply sitting in reflection, you are reinforcing your connection to the moon's energy and your intention. As the lunar phases shift, you can update your altar to reflect the current phase, adding or removing items that correspond to the energy of the moment. By creating a moon altar, you establish a sacred space where you can engage with the moon's cycles in a tangible way. This physical representation of your intentions helps you stay mindful of the lunar phases and their influence on your manifestation journey. Affirmations aligned with the moon. Affirmations are powerful tools for reprogramming your mind and aligning your thoughts with your desired outcomes. When used in conjunction with the moon's phases, affirmations can amplify your manifestation efforts, helping you stay focused and positive throughout the cycle. During the new moon, use affirmations that focus on new beginnings and setting intentions. Examples include, I am open to new possibilities and trust in the power of new beginnings. I plant the seeds of my desires with clarity and intention. As the moon waxes, affirmations should reflect action, momentum, and growth. Examples include, I take inspired action toward my goals, trusting that each step brings me closer to success. My energy is aligned with the expanding light of the moon, and my intentions grow stronger every day. During the full moon, affirmations can focus on abundance, celebration, and fulfillment. Examples include, I celebrate my achievements and express gratitude for all that I have manifested. I am aligned with the fullness of the moon and receive the abundance of the universe with joy. As the moon wanes, affirmations can help you release what no longer serves you. Examples include, I release old patterns and limiting beliefs, creating space for new growth and possibilities. I trust in the process of letting go and know that everything unfolds in perfect timing. By using affirmations that align with each phase of the moon, you keep your thoughts and energy focused on the specific aspect of the manifestation process that the current phase supports. This practice strengthens your connection to the moon's cycles and helps you stay aligned with your goals throughout the month. Practical tools and rituals are the key to fully integrating the wisdom of the moon into your manifestation practice. Whether through journaling, meditation, affirmations, or creating a sacred moon altar, these practices help you align with the lunar cycle in a tangible and meaningful way. By engaging with the moon's energy through these tools, you create a structured yet flexible framework for manifesting your desires, honoring the natural ebb and flow of life as you move through each phase of the cycle. With these tools in hand, you are ready to harness the full power of the moon to create the life you desire. Conclusion: aligning with the lunar cycle for lasting manifestation. The moon, in its constant rhythm of waxing and waning, offers us a timeless reminder of the natural cycles that govern not only the cosmos but also our own lives. As you've journeyed through the phases of the lunar cycle in this book, you've discovered how each stage holds its own unique energy, guiding you to align your intentions, actions, and reflections with the flow of the universe. The process of manifestation, when done in harmony with the lunar cycle, becomes less about striving for goals and more about co-creating with the forces of nature. The journey of manifestation. Manifestation is not a straight line. It is a journey that ebbs and flows just like the moon. At times, the path is lit brightly, full of momentum and action, as it is during the waxing phases of the moon. In other moments, particularly during the waning phases, the energy asks for rest, reflection, and release. When we sync our lives with these rhythms, we tap into a deeper source of power, one that comes not from constant effort but from the wisdom of knowing when to act and when to surrender. This journey of manifestation begins with the new moon, a time for planting seeds of intention. Here you're invited to look within, to clarify your desires, and to set your sights on what you want to bring into your life. The waxing phases that follow ask for your dedication and action as you build toward the fullness of your goals. Yet, as the cycle reaches its climax with the full moon, the focus shifts to celebration and gratitude. a recognition that you have already manifested something powerful within yourself, even if the external results are still on their way. Then comes the waning cycle, a time to let go of what no longer serves you, making space for new intentions in the next cycle. It is during these quieter phases that you learn the art of surrender, trusting that letting go is just as vital as taking action. By allowing the old to fall away, you create room for new opportunities, new dreams, and deeper connections to emerge. Manifesting in harmony with nature. What makes the lunar cycle such a powerful tool for manifestation is that it mirrors the cycles found throughout nature and in ourselves. Just as the seasons change from spring's vibrant beginnings to winter's rest, our lives follow similar patterns of growth and retreat, creation and destruction, birth and rebirth. The moon's phases invite us to see that every part of the cycle is necessary. There is no need to rush through the process or feel anxious when progress seems slow. The moon teaches us patience and reminds us that everything unfolds in its own time. Working with the lunar cycle for manifestation connects you with something much larger than yourself. It reminds you that you are part of the natural world, woven into the fabric of a much larger cosmic dance. This connection grounds you in your journey, offering you a sense of trust and peace as you move through each phase. When you manifest in alignment with the moon, you are not forcing outcomes or pushing against resistance. Instead, you are working with the energy available to you, using it to guide your steps with grace and ease. Sustaining your manifestation practice. Now that you've learned how to harness the power of the moon for manifestation, the question becomes, how do you sustain this practice? The answer lies in consistency, intention, and self-awareness. The moon will continue its cycle month after month, whether you engage with it or not. But by choosing to align your actions and reflections with its phases, you create a lasting ritual that supports your goals and growth over time. Begin by making a commitment to observe the lunar phases regularly. Start with simple practices, setting intentions during the new moon, reflecting and celebrating during the full moon, and releasing during the waning moon. As you build your practice, deepen it with rituals, journaling, meditation, and other tools that resonate with you. Over time, you'll find that working with the moon becomes second nature, a steady rhythm that guides you in your personal growth and creative endeavors. Trust that the more you engage with the moon's cycle, the more attuned you will become to its energy. Your intuition will sharpen, your awareness of the natural world will deepen, and your ability to manifest with intention and clarity will grow. With each cycle, you will become more confident in your ability to co-create with the universe, knowing that the power to manifest lies not in forcing outcomes but in aligning with the flow of life. Trusting in the power of cycles. The moon reminds us that life is cyclical. Every ending holds within it the seed of a new beginning, just as the new moon emerges from the darkness of the waning crescent. There will be times in your life when things seem to slow down, where the energy feels dormant or stagnant. These moments are not signs of failure. They are invitations to rest, to reflect, and to prepare for the next phase of growth. The lunar cycle shows us that everything has its season, and that by trusting in the natural ebb and flow, we can manifest our desires with greater ease and joy. The power of cycles is that they provide continuity. Even when one phase ends, another begins. When a goal is achieved, a new intention emerges. When something is released, space is created for something fresh to take root. This is the essence of manifestation, the continual process of creating, celebrating, reflecting, and renewing. It is an ongoing journey that offers endless opportunities for growth, transformation, and fulfillment. Your path forward. As you close this book, you are stepping into a new relationship with the moon and with the practice of manifestation. You now have the tools and insights to work with the lunar cycle, to align your intentions with its phases, and to trust in the power of nature as a co-creator in your journey. Whether you are manifesting big, life-changing goals or working towards smaller, more personal intentions, the moon is here to guide you. Remember that this is a process, not a destination. Manifestation is an ongoing dance between intention and action, between creation and release. There will be moments of great progress and moments of stillness. Both are valuable. Both are necessary. The key is to remain present, to stay connected to your inner guidance, and to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. As you prepare for the next lunar cycle, Take a moment to honor where you are right now. Reflect on the lessons you've learned, the growth you've experienced, and the dreams you are ready to manifest. The moon will rise again, offering you another opportunity to set your intentions, take action, and move closer to the life you desire. The moon's cycle is a beautiful and powerful ally in the manifestation process. By aligning yourself with its phases, you create a sustainable and spiritually enriching practice that supports your personal growth and creative goals. The path forward is clear. Trust the cycles, trust yourself, and trust in the universe's timing. As the moon waxes and wanes, so too will your dreams, manifesting in their perfect time, guided by the rhythms of the cosmos.